What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, we're going to be doing another segment that I like to call Not a Vocal Coach Reacts To. There are a ton of awesome vocal experts on YouTube that do reactions and know how a lot of vocalists are making the sounds they're making and what goes behind those performances. I am not one of those people. I'm a roadie. That's my area of expertise. But today I want to check out this video. This was not one that I planned on doing, but a lot of people were asking me to look at it. And after I said, this is not what I normally do, they're like, who gives a shit? We just want to see you react to something you'd find cool. So today we're just going to do it. Why not? And of course, we're talking about another one-take vocal performance from Lorna Shore vocalist Will Ramos. Now, to be fair, this isn't anything I haven't heard from him before. I've seen his other one-take videos, and when the band came through Nashville over this past summer, at least I think it was the summer, I have no concept of time anymore, I went and saw their sound check and saw them check a couple of these songs live, and I was honestly completely blown away by how good they sounded, especially with their style of music, man. Usually you see a lot of deathcore bands and the sound is kind of all over the place. It was perfect, especially Will's vocals, so I'm always interested to see him do another vocal take. But like I said, I'm no expert on this stuff, man, so today this is pretty much just going to be me sitting and enjoying watching a vocalist that I like do his thing. So I will link this original video in the description below. And today, I'm once again going to be checking out one of Will Ramos's one-take vocal performances, and this time, Lorna Shore's song, And I Return to Nothingness. Let's go! God damn. Before we get into this first chorus, one of the things that I noticed with Will when I saw them at their sound check and in his other videos, and just to preface this again, I'm not a vocal expert. I know nothing really about vocals. If you want to know the specifics about how they're making sounds and stuff, go watch some of the other vocal coaches on YouTube. They know way better than I do. But in my touring career, I've been around enough vocalists to see the different techniques that they use. And one of the things that I noticed with Will immediately is how animated his mouth is when he's making these noises. A lot of people that don't get into metal have heard this argument a million times that screaming's easy. Anybody can do that. It doesn't take any effort. I think a lot of us by now know that that's absolutely false, because not everybody can just get up and make the noises that he's making and do the vocals that he's doing. So the thing that I find really impressive is you see how much like his cheeks are moving. It looks like he's literally like making like air pockets with his cheeks sometimes when he's delivering those noises. You saw on one of those last screams that he was doing on one of the highs, like how much he was actually forming a shape with his tongue that was like unnatural. And those are specific things that he has to do to make these noises, man. It's really cool. There's a lot more that goes into this than I think, you know, the non-metal listener would ever believe or care to admit. His transitions from highs to those gutturals are un-f***ing real. It just sounds like a seamless slide. His lows, man. I think you could probably see it through the camera. I'm like tearing up a little bit because the first time I ever did a reaction to the actual music video for this song, I kind of talked about how something about the delivery of this song, the way that the vocals are, the way that the music is composed and written out, just strikes an emotional chord with me. And music does that to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. And there's just something about the whole package of this band that when I listen to their music, man, it really hits me hard. And there are certain things that he does with his voice, like where he went from the highs back to those like really low gutturals again. It just gets under your skin, man. And it's fucking impressive. And you know, Will's been around the metal scene for a very long time. He just hasn't gotten a lot of recognition until joining Lorna Shore, which is wild because when I had Adam D'Amico, Lorna Shore's guitar player, on my channel for an interview, he said when they were looking for new vocalists, like somebody, a friend of a friend had sent him a video of Will's and he was just like, damn, I've always heard about this guy, but like, I didn't know he was doing stuff like this. Like, it's wild, man. It's wild that a voice like this has been in that scene forever and is just now getting like pretty big exposure. That's why I always tell people, like, some of the best bands we will never ever hear, and some of the best musicians we'll never hear, because I mean, it's just exposure. There are probably phenomenal musicians and vocalists playing in garage bands that will just, through circumstance, will probably never get signed or never get big, and we won't hear them, man. And it's crazy. So let's go. Such a tasteful solo. I'm wondering if he's going to keep going with vocals or hold out this absurd scream right here. Holy f***, man.
And there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you guys listen to the next one. But I hope you guys enjoyed the EP, and we got a whole LP coming soon, so if you like what you're hearing, get ready. Keep listening to Lorna Shore.
Oh, I will. Just using an SM7B too. I mean, same microphone that most YouTubers and streamers are using. Fucking unreal, man. Dude is unreal. Let's go talk a little more about it. So when it comes to music, inevitably, a lot of people like to compare, and we like to make lists and rank people and talk about who's better than who and who's the best at what they do and stuff like that. And while I don't necessarily love doing that because I believe people have their different talents in different ways, I've still considered Will to be one of the most versatile vocalists in the deathcore scene and death metal scene that we have right now. There are other vocalists that are really, really good at specific things, and they're known for maybe one specific thing. For example, Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail. I mean, his gutturals are undeniable. It's absurd, you know, and everybody knows him for that, even though he also does mids and highs and stuff like that. But in terms of just range, versatility, stuff like that, Will is like a Swiss Army knife, man. He can make so many sounds in different ranges. And, you know, guys like him and Ben from Shadow of Intent, Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation, another one of my favorite versatile vocalists, like, these guys just, like, never cease to impress me with the stuff they're doing. And Will especially, man, I'm very happy that he's finally getting, like, the notoriety and the attention that he deserves for having this kind of vocal style, man. You know, I'm really excited to see what Lorna Shore comes up with for their next studio album, the LP that Will was talking about, because that EP, just 3 songs that they released, was unreal. An absolutely incredible debut for Will with a new band. And I know we're talking a lot about Will because it was his vocal performance, but we need to just talk about Lorna Shore too, man. Like, this seems to happen at times where somebody in a band starts overshadowing everybody else. Again, going back to the Alex Terrible thing. Everybody knows him as the face of Slaughter to Prevail, even though all the musicians in that band are awesome. Same thing with Lorna Shore, if not more exaggerated, in my opinion, man. The musicians in Lorna Shore are un-fucking real, man. And the way that they compose and write music is incredible, and I absolutely love it. This is a band that I think deserves a lot of recognition all around, just not in one spot, whether it's the vocals or guitars or drums or anything like that. And I'm just happy. I'm really happy for Will and the entire band, man. This style of music is getting a lot of attention right now when in the past, it really wasn't, man. This was kind of an underground thing, but we're starting to see these bands really hit almost mainstream stuff, you know? So it's going to be cool in the next couple years to see where a lot of these deathcore bands wind up, man. I think you're going to start seeing them on a lot of major tours. You might start seeing them in more mainstream publications. I don't know if I would go as far as saying, like, regular FM radio or anything like that, like Top 40, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, they're already on Sirius channels and stuff like that, but that was cool, man. I enjoyed just sitting back for once and checking something out rather than trying to sit and overanalyze all the gear and the production and stuff like that. So I enjoyed the hell out of it. I hope you guys did too. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. But this is YouTube. You guys know how all of this shit works. I'm on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server we hang on. I have a Twitch that I stream on. My social media handle on everything is @TankTheTech. Most importantly, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.